Welcome to Celestial Zodiac. This is your daily horoscope for Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. As the energy continues to settle, today is less about reacting and more about choosing with intention. What felt like a slowdown yesterday now starts to make sense, giving you the space to see things more clearly. This is where you begin to prioritize, deciding what truly deserves your time, your energy, and your focus. The Taurus influence encourages patience, reminding you that not everything needs to happen right away to be meaningful. Today is about making choices that support something real, not just something immediate. Aries, the urgency you felt before begins to settle, giving you a clearer view of what actually matters. You may start to realize that not everything deserves your time or energy, especially if it doesn't lead to something lasting. Financial or practical decisions may come into focus, asking you to be more deliberate. This is a day to slow down and think before you act, even if that feels uncomfortable. You're learning that discipline now creates freedom later. Choose what truly supports your long-term stability. Taurus, you're stepping more fully into your energy, and with that comes a stronger sense of direction. Today isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. You may feel more confident in your decisions, especially when you trust your instincts over outside noise. There's a quiet clarity building that helps you prioritize without second-guessing yourself. Others may start to respond to your steadiness. What you commit to now begins setting the tone for the weeks ahead. Gemini, your mind is starting to clear, but you may still feel the need to pull back from constant input. What once felt overwhelming now becomes easier to sort through as you begin prioritizing your thoughts. You're realizing that not every idea needs your attention right now. This is a good time to filter, reflect, and focus on what truly resonates. Insight comes when you stop trying to process everything at once. Give yourself permission to slow down mentally so clarity can take its place. Cancer, you're starting to see more clearly which goals and connections actually support your future and which ones don't. There may be a moment today where something clicks, helping you prioritize your time and energy more effectively. Not everyone needs access to you, and not every opportunity deserves your attention. This is about choosing quality over quantity, especially in your social or professional circles. You may feel more selective, and that's a good thing. Focus on what aligns with where you're truly trying to go. Leo, the pressure you've been feeling begins to turn into clarity about what really matters. You may realize that trying to do everything isn't sustainable, especially when some efforts aren't producing real results. Today is about narrowing your focus and committing to what has long-term potential. A decision around career, responsibility, or direction may feel more defined now. You don't need to rush, but you do need to be intentional. Prioritize what actually moves you forward. Virgo, your perspective begins to sharpen, helping you separate real opportunities from distractions. You may feel drawn toward something new, but today asks you to think it through before committing. Not every path is meant for you, even if it looks appealing at first. This is a moment to refine your direction and focus on what truly supports your growth. A conversation or realization may help you see things more clearly. Choose the path that feels both expansive and grounded. Libra, you're gaining clarity around something that's been weighing on you, and it's helping you see what needs to change. This could involve shared responsibilities, finances, or an emotional dynamic that's been out of balance. Today is about being honest with yourself and prioritizing what brings stability, not just temporary peace. You may feel more ready to make a decision or set a boundary. Avoiding it will only delay progress. Choose what empowers you long-term. Scorpio, relationship dynamics come into sharper focus, and you may begin to see things exactly as they are. Whether it's a partnership, friendship, or work dynamic, today asks you to prioritize what's real and sustainable. You may feel the need to address something directly or at least get clear on where you stand. This isn't about intensity, It's about stability and alignment. What you choose to invest in now should support you over time. Be intentional with your energy. Sagittarius, you're becoming more aware of how your daily habits and routines are impacting your overall direction. Something may click today, showing you where adjustments are needed. This isn't about making drastic changes. It's about prioritizing what actually works. You may feel motivated to reorganize your schedule or focus on one thing at a time. Consistency becomes more important than bursts of effort. Build something that supports you every day, not just when you feel inspired. Capricorn, you're starting to see which passions or pursuits are actually worth your time and which ones aren't going anywhere. Something that felt fun or optional may now require a real decision. Either commit to it or let it go. Today is about prioritizing what has long-term potential, not just what feels good in the moment. You may feel more focused and ready to take something seriously. This is where discipline meets desire. Choose what you're willing to build consistently. Aquarius, your attention turns toward your personal life, and you may begin to see what truly creates stability for you. Whether it's your environment, your routines, or your emotional boundaries, something is asking to be prioritized. You may feel the need to simplify or create more structure at home. This isn't about control, it's about support. Small, intentional changes can make a big difference. Focus on what helps you feel grounded and secure. Pisces, your thoughts begin to organize themselves, making it easier to focus on what actually matters. You may find yourself more selective in conversations or more intentional with your words. Something you've been thinking about starts to make more sense, helping you prioritize your next step. This is a good day to write things down or express yourself clearly. Not every idea needs to be pursued, just the ones that truly resonate. Clarity comes from choosing focus over distraction. That's your daily cosmic commute forecast. Please like, subscribe, and share to stay connected to your Monday through Friday astrology here on Celestial Zodiac.